Come on, when you look back on the 4 games against the Mavericks this season, what strikes you? What do you remember most about those games?
Just the clash of styles. I feel like it was always a battle of who's going to win the pace or what pace they want to play at. When we was able to get up and down and push the ball, we had some success. And when they was able to slow it down and, play their style of basketball, it was kind of hard for us to score and far for us to win those type of games. So that's what I remember most from those games. And, we got to try to limit our turnovers and play our style of basketball.
What are your keys when defending Luka?
You just got to make things difficult for him. Can't give him a steady look at the same defense. He's a pretty smart player, and he's able to pick up on defenses and coverages pretty fast. So switching it up, making things hard for him, try to make tough tools. That's probably the game plan right now. It's going to be definitely a lot of adjustments as on the fly as we play. But as right now, that's the game plan.
You got him a ton on switches in the 4 matchups this year. You obviously in the past got Harden a ton in those Houston series. That they've kind of been compared a little bit. Do you see that comparison to when you used to face Harden, back in the Houston days?
Definitely. Especially with the step back. They kind of do it on different sides of the floor, so that's a bit a difference. But they both able to make every pass when they get downhill. They're both able to, get real streaky from 3. So they're definitely real similar. Luka's a little bigger, a little more physical than James was. James used a lot of quickness when his first step was pretty amazing. And Luka's able to post up pretty much anybody when he gets the shoulder on you. Watching him able to post up guys like Aiden. And so just different, the biggest difference is the size. Luka's really strong. That kind of surprised me because this year I didn't have to hold him a lot in the past. So the few times I did hold him this year was just to get a feel for his pace, and his size was the biggest notice.
Kevon, I know you're accepting whatever role and everyone does in the starting lineup, not in the starting lineup, but do you guys kind of look forward to hearing what the starting lineup is going to be since it's changed so much? And when do you normally know? When does Kerr usually tell you what the starting lineup is going to be?
Usually shoot around on game day. We kind of know. No, he might reach out the night before, but he usually tell the team like usually around shoot around time, and so everybody kind of knows. Nobody really never knows until like game day, but we all used to playing it in every position, so it's never like caused any problems. So we just got to stay ready. That's been our motto for every guy on the bench. So it's something we all been preaching and talking about, and for me, that's all been my whole career.
Iguodala has been out of commission for a while as a player, but what does he do for you guys when he's not playing?
Just another coach, another calming presence. He's one of our leaders of our team. So guys look for him for advice. He does a great job of settling not just the young guys down, but he's a guy that Steph and Draymond can lean on when they need advice, or he can talk to them guys and see the game at the same level as them. And he's been doing a great job of when things get frantic, being that voice of reason and being that voice we need to hear. So he's been a great locker room leader for us, even when he's not playing. We really need him just for that reason, especially we got young guys and this group being the first time together in a situation like this. So, having Jordan be able to talk to him, and me, Otto, different guys who can learn from him, he has a lot of experience.
Can you give us an example of one tip or suggestion or anything he's given you?
For me, he gives me a lot of advice. Just for me, just playing out of the pocket, I talk to him about that a lot. When I'm in pick and roll, and he's a great passer, just seeing the right reads to make. Sometimes I don't, when I'm coming out the pocket blind, I don't kind of know where guys are at, and I might make a turnover or miss a read. I come talk to him about what did he see, what was the right pass, or even defensive rotations, a lot of pick and rolls, and I got to switch. And I like to ask him about tendencies of different guards or guys I might not hold that often, but he usually has every game dissected pretty good, so I can just ask him. He's giving me advice about how to guard. Like last series when I had to match up with John switches early in the series, he would give me advice on, the best way to try to keep him in front of him.
is it a relief at all that the Mavs really don't have an imposing physical big man? Or is it a different set of challenges that they present?
A different set of challenges. Dwight Powell isn't the biggest big man, but he's a athletic roller. He's really physical. He's a great offensive rebounder, and the way Dallas uses him and Kleber, the way they're used is not like it's different from the last few series that we played in. So it makes as a big, it makes it a little bit difficult. Just the rotations, you might be playing out on the wing a lot more or the top of the key instead of being on the block. So your defensive rotations are different. It's probably gonna be a lot more switching. So the matchups get a little funky. So it's just a different type of game when you're playing against bigs like that, and what they're able to do on defense. And the pick and roll is not as traditional. Like when we got guys like Adams or Jackson, kind of more in a traditional coverage. And so when you get in the pocket, you kind of used to seeing those type of pictures. And Dallas kind of provides a different type of pictures on the backside. So it's definitely different. They have a good group that play well together. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
How helpful has it been to have, this amount of time off as you kind of get ready and reset for the next series?
It's been good. I think guys are anxious to play now. This time of the year, you don't really care for practice anymore, but it was good for us to prep and get our bodies right. And it's good to have home court. And we're just excited to play. I think we need no more days off, and we're ready to get out there.
Right on Zoom. Christos, go ahead.
Hey, Kevon, hope you're doing well. From your perspective, how important are the first two games of the series for the rest of the series against the Mavericks?
How important are the first two games?
It's definitely really important. Having home court advantage, you want to protect that, protect home court. Kind of just want to set the tone for the series. Try to build that momentum. As you can see from their series that they just played in, even if you do win the first two games, don't mean the job is finished. Anything can happen. So just want to come on and establish our style of play, defend our home court, and just get off to a good start and build that momentum. So it's really important that we get off to a good start and play our style. It's tough to win in Dallas. A lot of teams have they lost at home yet? Maybe once in the playoffs. So you just want to defend our home court and try to go steal one on the road.
Right, Maria, one question.
Hi, Kevon. Hope you're well. I was wondering, what did you enjoy the most from that Game 6? And from that Game 6 also, what can you take away from there that could help you in this series against the Mavs?
From that Game 6, the most enjoyable part was probably just the crowd. That was probably our best playoff game, crowd and chase. So it was a lot of fun just playing that atmosphere. Seeing guys rise to the occasion, seeing Clay make shots, Draymond being aggressive. So it was just a lot of fun playing in that atmosphere. We haven't been in a lot of playoff games the last 2 years, so for to have that type of game, it was a lot of fun. And just taking from that game, just knowing we can play a lot of different styles. We was able to play really physical and be a real good rebounding team. And when you look at us, you don't really probably see that, but we showed that we're capable of doing different things and playing different styles and playing against different lineups. So that's one of the best things I took away from our team.
Spacing is obviously kind of considered the concern when you and Draymond are playing together. In that Game 6, you guys had a few moments where you're hitting each other on interior passes. What's the key for you two to kind of thrive offensively together?
We just both have to be aggressive when the time comes. We both can't be out there both passing up shots, and when we do get the ball in the pocket, we got to be aggressive and look for our offense just a little bit more when we're both out there on the court and keep guys honest. And when that happens and we're able to finish at the rim, then guys got to pull over and we're able to make those passes to our shooters. And me and Draymond have a good rapport of playing in a dunker and making pocket passes. We've been doing it for years. It's just learning about where we're going to be at, knowing when to cut, and things of that nature. So, but we both have the main thing. We both have to be aggressive and take advantage of open shots, open layers that we get. So they got to stay honest and guard us both.